Good morning. Today on Pirate News Network 5 at 5, a shooter terrorizes one high school in Maryland. Progress has been made in the Alton Sterling shooting case, and one lucky kid gets the chance to ball with the most entertaining basketball team in showbiz. Stay with us. PNN at 5 is next.
From the School of Communication Studio at East Carolina University, this is Pirate News Network.
Hello, I'm Aaron Jackson, and you're watching Pirate News Network at 5. This morning, chaos struck a Maryland high school, leaving one dead and two injured. A student gunman is dead after he shot two other students at Great Mills High School in Maryland on Tuesday morning. The St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office says the school resource officer fired a round at the shooter, and the shooter fired back. The officer was not injured, and the shooter was pronounced dead. The Washington Post reports that the shooter opened fire in a hallway shortly before classes began at 8 a.m. A male student is in stable condition, while a female student is in critical condition. The FBI is investigating. Great Mills High School has more than 1,600 students and is located about 65 miles south of Washington, D.C. According to CNN's research, there have been 16 confirmed school shootings this year in the United States prior to Tuesday. Louisiana prosecutors will not file charges against two Baton Rouge police officers involved in the 2016 shooting death of Alton Sterling. Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry says the officers' actions were, quote, well-founded and reasonable. Louisiana Department of Justice cannot proceed with the prosecution of either Officer Lake or Officer Salamone. Landry says a loaded gun was found in Sterling's right front pocket that night. New video of the shooting is expected to be released this week. There's no word on what it shows. Now on to weather. Temperatures dropped below 40 degrees last night all across North Carolina. A few cities got just a little over 1 inch of snow. Kitty Hawk got the least amount with 1/10 of an inch. Leading the way with the most snow was Raleigh with 1.4 inches of snow. Out a bit further west from Raleigh, Greensboro looks similar to Alaska. Snow fell in traffic, causing most drivers to have to take safety precautions on the road. And right here in the Pitt County, the snow topped off at 1 inch. Temperatures will continue to rise all throughout North Carolina as the week continues. An entire school got to take part in a birthday surprise for one of its students when a Harlem Globetrotter star stopped by. The celebration included a special message about bullying for the 10-year-old boy who's had to endure his fair share. Angela Davis has the story.
In a way that only the Harlem Globetrotters can do, Zeus McClurkin explained the ABCs of preventing bullying.
Telling on a bully is one of the best things you can do.
Bullying is something that 10-year-old Ethan Kronig knows quite a bit about. He has a rare genetic condition that can cause missing fingers and toes, a cleft lip, and growth problems. Ethan has also lost much of his eyesight.
That if you tell him a bully,
his mother, Natalie, says they recently resolved a bullying issue.
The kid was calling Ethan a name, and it really hurt him. He came home crying, and we talked to the teachers about it, and the kid wrote an apology, and he came home and he goes, you know what, that kid wrote me an apology, and I forgive him, Mom.
Wyatt is Ethan's big brother.
Kind of hurts me. You know, he's a unique kid, and once you really get to know the guy, he's amazing.
Last summer, Ethan's parents took him to see the ocean for the first time. A foundation arranged for Ethan to become an honorary lifeguard during his visit to the New Jersey shore, and an honorary police officer with the Wildwood Police Department. The Globetrotters heard about Ethan and decided to pay him a visit in his hometown of Prescott.
all right, I don't want anybody bullying while Ethan is on the job. You guys promise me that? Awesome. Not only that, but Ethan, we got one more thing.
What a great story. McClurkin also brought Ethan tickets to see the Globetrotters perform in Wisconsin later this month. Thank you for tuning in to Pirate News Network. I'm Aaron Jackson, and make sure you tune in to see the 10 at 10, where we will preview March Madness.